So stock up on all your favorites. NFL Sunday Ticket. It's not on cable. See it on DirecTV. So what are you looking at?
See your local retailer to get $200 of programming when you get DirecTV.
Well, lots of activities here at Yankee Stadium on a bright, sunshiny day. It is a beach day. But let's take a look at the game summary. Yankees and Royals all tied up at 4. New York third. Brocious with his home run. And Palmer came back in the fourth along with King with RBI singles. Morris also added an RBI single. That was the big inning for Kansas City. And the Yankees come back with 3 in the 6th inning to tie it up at 4. And this is Dean Palmer leading off here in the 8th inning. Andy Pettitte started. He left, gave way to Mendoza. Brocious at third, throwing out Palmer. Now there's one gone.
This young man can, like you said, Bobby, can start, he can pitch long, he can pitch middle, and that last at bat saw him take a pretty good fastball hitter and run that sinker in on him and just jammed him big time. And Brocious had to come in and make a good play on the ball because it was hit so soft.
And this is Jeff King. Well, I know one thing. Mendoza's name has been mentioned more times than anybody here in the United States about trade talks.
Well, yeah, because everybody wants a good arm.
0-2 count now to King. That was a sinker ball and a half there.
Going inside.
Ooh,
and that,
look at the bottom fall out on that.
Yes, it was. That's as tough to hit as Andy Pettitte's cutter that goes down and in, and that's where you want the ball, sinking down and in right around his knees.
Goes outside. Now it's 1-2. You know, when Mendoza misses, he just barely misses.
He's not like wild out of, yeah.
If he's got one of those umpires, you know, that's got one of those larger than life strike zone, from a hitter standpoint, you're in big trouble. They go back inside again, and he just misses again. I mean, he's working the outside and the inside on King. Man.
This looks like a better pitch than the one he called a strike, and it's got to be for high more than inside. I think that ball had the plate. It just was high for Brian O'Nora.
Pull foul. Rich Dower at third base for Tony Muser. Still got the good hands. Jeter at shortstop, but a nice play. 2 ground ball outs here in the 8th.
Well, Rich Dower may have good hands, but Derek Jeter's got better hands. You see him come in and field the ball on the short hop, rights himself, and then throws off the wrong foot. Look at this. Outstanding.
Kansas City talked about Johnny Damon being a franchise player. Derek Jeter is a franchise player. Terry Pendleton will turn around and bat left-handed. 0-1 count to Pendleton, who came into the game in the 6th inning. Gonzalez having to leave with an injury. Out of play, and Mendoza in front, 0-2.
Terry Pendleton had some big years for St. Louis and then went over to Atlanta. Tough hitter, played decent third base for a big man.
Strike 3 on the inside corner. Pendleton is gone. Kansas City goes 1-2-3. We're all tied up at 4.
Reese's Nutrageous. So loaded, you don't eat it, you survive it. I thought you were starting to go gray.
I was, but I never did.
So what happened? A miracle?
You can't tell?
Tell what?
I use Just for Men.
That's hair color?
Even your barber can't tell you use the hair coloring called Just for Men. Simply shampoo in, then rinse. In only 5 minutes, this unique Just for Men formula blends away the gray, actually matches your gray to your real color.
I never would have guessed.
Just for Men, so natural, even your barber can't tell.
You may find yourself strangely obsessed, captivated, mesmerized. You can't help it. It's beyond your control. You are not alone. There's something you need to find. Feed your need. Shark Week. All this week, check your local television listings on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
In 2 independent surveys, drivers were asked to judge their cars on drivability, comfort, acceleration, and overall satisfaction. Of all the cars on the road, the BMW 7 Series placed first, making it the most loved car in America, proving that the 7 Series doesn't just earn praise, it wins hearts. BMW. Test drive the ultimate driving machine at your Tri-State BMW Center.
Bottom of the 8th here at the stadium. 4-4 tie, Kansas City. But in the 7th inning, Ed Curtis was picked off at second base with only 1 out, 2 men on. The Yankees don't make many mistakes. But that kind of took the steam out of that inning. And Knobloch leads it off here in the bottom of the 8th for the Yanks.
Well, that's a pretty good deke that Scott Service put on. He's out there wiping his brow with his arm, and the shortstop sneaks in behind Curtis. And that's got to be a sick feeling out there running off the field when you're a first and second, 1 out, and you get picked off on a play like that.
And 56,000 looking at you. Nevertheless, the Yankees are in this game here at the bottom of the 8th inning.
Jeff Nelson biting his fingernails, waiting to get back to when he can bite on the baseball, when he can get out there and get some batters out. Boy, I tell you, that's when you're injured and you can't do anything. It's a boy, that is a sick feeling.
And the back is not anything that you want to actually mess around with, too. And Nelly has said that he has thrown a little bit in the outfield. He just hasn't thrown off the mound yet, but he plans on doing that around Tuesday of next week. And if everything goes all right, he'll go into rehab. I think that probably will end up at Norwich, you know, to start pitching in some live games. Or he may go down to Tampa.
Maybe they'll send him to Tampa first because of the hot weather.
3-1 pitch outside, ball 4. The Yankees have their leadoff batter on here in the bottom of the 8th. A walk by Scott Service. And this is the top of the Yankee order.
Well, this is definitely not one thing you want to do. Walk the leadoff hitter, and walk a leadoff hitter
23 stolen bases.
That has 23 stolen bases. And now Mariano Rivera is just going to start loosening up a little suave, as Al Lopez used to say. Just loosen up in case the Yankees score 1, then you're ready to go.
Well, it was Knobloch and Derek Jeter that actually started it for the Yankees in the 6th inning when they scored 3 runs. It was back-to-back base hits. They both came around to score. 2 tough guys to actually double up because of their speed. Now we'll see how Joe Torre plays it. Will he have Jeter sacrifice the run down at second? Leave it up to O'Neill and Williams.
That's how I would do it. Bunt him over.
And that's exactly what he is doing, and it's in there for a called strike.
And with everybody coming in, Pendleton tearing in, Jeff King at first base coming in as soon as the pitcher throws home, Derek Jeter has to put down a pretty good bunt. But I'd do it again. That's the way. Get the runner over.
I think that was one of those show me throwovers to first base. In other words, you throw it over there to see if the batter will react. Is he going to be able to sacrifice again, or Jeter not making any signs of what he wants to do or not do? He had squared a bunt again. That pitch is outside. Now it's 1-1.
Derek looking down at Willie Randolph to get the signs from Joe Torre,
who flashes the signs to Willie Randolph, who flashes the sign to the player. And most players, they get the sign. Not all of them, but most of them do.
Tell you, Bobby, if a player doesn't get the signs, you got two hardest signs.
And again, it's a ball. They appeal down to first base to see if maybe Jeter held the bat in the strike zone a little bit too long, but he didn't, so it's 2-1.
Derek went down to bunt the ball, and then he pulled back. Started down after it, then when he saw that it was going to be out of the strike zone, pulled it back. John Hirschbeck said, no, he didn't go at it.
Hit and run is on, and the pitch is outside. Fasano's throw is in time. Rivera makes a nice scoop at second to put the tag on Knobloch. The pitch was so far outside that Jeter couldn't swing at it. And there's one gone.
Chuck got a decent jump on that. Watch where the pitch is, though. Man, that was about a foot outside, and Derek Jeter almost got in the way of Fasano when he threw the ball.
And that's on the outside corner, 3-2 now. Well, Knobloch ought to hit and run. You know, you're really not stealing on that pitch. You're just making sure that the pitcher goes home with the ball, and hopefully the hitter can protect you. That's outside. And Jeter now will go down to first base. Fasano hurries back to retrieve the ball to keep Jeter at first. So the Yankees now with a runner on with 2 outs. Check that 1 out. Second walk given up by Service.
3-2 breaking ball, and Fasano had no chance on that ball. But he's hustling after it, hoping that he can get a favorable bounce.
Well, Fasano now out to talk to Service, saying, hey, you know, you got a runner at first base. You got Paul O'Neill, who did some damage back in the 6th inning. And we'll take a look at the 6th inning. A couple of men on for New York as he tries the gap in left center field. Allensworth stops it, bobbles it momentarily, and that allows 2 men to come on to score for New York. They scored 3 in that inning. That tied it up for New York. That's where we're at right now in the 4th. Jeter also with good speed at first. The Yankees have always been an aggressive team on the base pass. Big jump by Jeter. The ball goes all the way back to the backstop. Jeter won't stop at second. He'll end up at third. And the Yankees have the go-ahead run at third with less than 2 outs. No chance for Fasano to even put any leather on that pitch. And Jeter didn't hesitate at second base.
Well, Derek Jeter was off with the pitch. And he's looked back and saw that the ball got away and didn't slow down. Boy, what a break for the Yankees. My heavens. Good hustle by Derek Jeter. Good anticipation, good hustle.
Yeah, stole a base on a wild pitch, and that will bring the Kansas City infield in. A 2-0 pitch down in the dirt. Now it's 3-0 to Paul O'Neill. I'll tell you what, Fasano has had his work cut out for him in this inning.
Boy, he's taking a beating back there. They're throwing forkballs and sliders, and then they threw a fastball about 4 feet outside and 4 feet too high.
They're going to put Paul O'Neill on and I guess set up the double play and pitch to Bernie Williams. That's no picnic. Tony Musier playing the percentages, I guess, for the double play to try to get out of this inning.
Percentage-wise, that's about the only way you could really do it.
So Dower now motioning to the infield on what he wants them to do.
Well, they're going to come in. If they're going to play in, why walk the batter? If you're going to walk the batter, the middle infield, second and short, have to be playing back for the double play, well, actually, or at least halfway.
Yeah, you can play halfway if the ball is hit hard enough. Go ahead and try to complete the double play. If not, you got to cut the runner off at home. And that's down in the dirt. Another stop by Fasano.
Hope his chest protector wears. He may have to go to extra padding after this game.
Now the pitching coach keeps it out to talk to Service. Yankee Ball Club is a very patient club at home plate. And if Service doesn't come close to throwing a strike, chances are they won't swing at it.
Well, if you recall, if you've watched the ball game Friday night, that's a pretty good stat right there. 9-3 when tied after 7. Very good stat.
And Mariano Rivera anxious to get into this game.
Oh, that's a Bernie baby instead of a Beanie baby.
And Bernie darn near hit a Bernie baby out in right center field his last time up. Nice play by Johnny Damon to take a home run away from him. He ended up with a sacrifice fly, but Bernie's got a chance to put the Yankees ahead here in the 8th inning. That's another one of those plays that I don't think has ever worked. I think that's more or less from the pitcher standpoint. I'm just not ready to throw the ball to home plate yet.
No, he's saying, I really don't want to throw the ball to home plate.
That's not what I meant. Out in the left center field, Morris on the run, and he won't get there. Jeter will come on to score, and the Yankees will take a 5-4 lead here in the 8th inning. Bernie Williams with an RBI, his second of the game. Bernie now with 62 on the year.
And that's a nasty sinker right there. And watch Bernie just hit the ball in that left center field slot. Hal Morris did a good job to keep the ball from getting by him. That's a run scored whether he catches it or whether it falls in.
And the Yankees are not through. Bernie's on at first, O'Neill down at second, and Martinez will get a chance to add some more. And Joe Torre talking to Derek Jeter about, I'm sure, the play that he either put on or didn't put on when Knobloch got thrown out at second base with nobody out on what it appeared to be a hit and run.
If the ball, if you've got a hit and run, and even if the ball is 3 feet outside, and Joe, you throw your bat at the ball.
Yeah, and Joe pointing to Zimmer saying that was your fault. I'm just kidding. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 now to Martinez. So the Yankees could load the bases up with only one out here in the 8th inning. They now lead at 5-4.
Here's another one of those 3-0. Do you let the batter swing at it? I put him on his own.
Oh, I do too, for sure.
I mean, I would never put my 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters, guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Hey, if you want to swing at it and it's right there, you go at it.
But what about the Fab Four? Are you going to leave them out of it?
They have to get their letter first, you know. For their letter sweater before that.
They don't have enough hash marks yet, right?
They don't have enough hash marks yet, yeah.
Jeff Montgomery now throwing for Kansas City.
You don't want to go with your closer when you're behind, but really, Tony Muser's hamstrung out there. You got Ricky Bonas, who's been in 2 games.
Another breaking ball sent deep to center field, but not deep enough. O'Neill came halfway. Now he tries to get back to second base, but he'll stop there with 2 outs. A 3-2 breaking ball to Tino Martinez, and he had him out in front just enough to get him to undercut it.
He did the same thing to Posada when he had him 3-1.
Well, it's just one of those pitches. I mean, if the ball is not a strike, it's ball 4. Bases are loaded. So good pitch by Scott Service. Now that'll bring up Tim Raines. When you're in this type of situation, you've got to make some good pitches. Raines came in to pinch hit for Strawberry back in the 7th and struck out. That's not a very confident look on Tony Muser's face.
No, it's not.
And the bullpen is shot. Hit on the ground hard. Sure-handed King at first base will take it himself, and the Yankees are gone. They leave a couple of men on, and they take a 5-4 lead. Derek Jeter in the big hustle scores the go-ahead run for the Yankees on that base hit there.
What you want is a great selection of cars at a great price. What you need is Ford's factory authorized clearance going on now at your Tri-State Quality Ford store. Because doing Ford's factory authorized clearance, you can get low 0% financing on Ford Taurus. Plus, get $750 cash back. What you want is style and performance. What you need is a Ford Taurus with low 0% financing and $750 cash back. And what you need is to hurry. Ford's factory authorized clearance ends soon. Visit your Tri-State Quality Ford store today.
Ma'am, you ordered a pizza?
Yes, I did.
Let's go, boys.
There's a better way to deliver oven-fresh pizza. The new Domino's Heat Wave, the only delivery bag that's like a portable oven for the best-tasting Domino's ever. Domino's, delivering to millions miles a day. Get any 2 medium pizzas with all your favorite toppings for just $13.99. That's right, 2 medium pizzas. Choose any crust, any toppings. Call Domino's now.
4 tires, fuel, and out the door.
We ask the hottest guys in the pits to switch antiperspirants.
Ultra Dry Degree, body heat activated.
When your body heat rises degrees, new Ultra Dry form releases extra protection.
Work better than my old stick.
It kept me dry. Ultra Dry.
New from Degree.
Need a faster truck?
Hey, this is yesterday's paper.
Now you have a chance to win a real Ron Hornaday NASCAR racing truck, a 1-year lease on a '99 Chevy pickup, or a tool set during Napa Auto Parts Trucking and Tours Sweepstakes and Sale. Come by today.
Tomorrow's paper.
Evercraft Tools, now 25% off.
New York Yankees baseball is sponsored by the Toyota Camry, the #1 selling car in America. Toyota every day, based on the Ardell Polk 1997 total passenger car registrations. And by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. And by The Wiz, for total entertainment, nobody beats The Wiz, a Cablevision company. Well, a big day here at Yankee Stadium, the conclusion of this 4-game series between New York and KC. It is Beanie Baby Day, and it's a full house, 55,000 plus, and lots of youngsters enjoying that Beanie Baby right there, better known as Stretch.
Well, this is better known as the closer. 128 ERA. This is 29 saves. Look at that. 42 in the third inning, 7 walks. Wow.
The Yankees take the lead at the bottom of the 8th inning, so Hal Morris leads it off here in the 9th. It's been, what, 5 days since Rivera has been out on the mound. And from a closer standpoint, that's not good. Sometimes you could be a little bit
you're too strong,
and you overthrow a little bit,
and you don't throw the ball as hard as if you have that little edge off of you.
In on the hands, and Jeter makes another fine play to throw out Morris.
Well, Hal Morris, in this series, in the games that I've seen, he has been jammed, I bet you, a half a dozen times. And he likes to go into the ball and likes to hit it out to left field. And, man, they're just jamming him big time.
On those inside-out swings, and another play by Jeter. He makes it look easy. That was not an easy play. And this is Fasano now with 1 out, batting for Kansas City. Hal Morris may have to go in there and place his hands in an ice bucket. Well, you know, those are the types of balls you don't want to hit in the early part of the season when it's cold. Oh, man. Sal Fasano, he has had a tough day behind home plate, but he's 1 for 3 with a bat. They have worked him over. Just like Posada now, who came in to pinch hit for Girardi. He takes 1.
And you see Brian O'Nora is walking out to the mound, and the reason he's doing it is right here. Posada took that ball off the right shoulder, and it's a little professional courtesy right there that the umpire is giving Posada a chance to kind of get everything ready and
try to shake it off.
Yep.
Anyway, with all the equipment that the catchers have, and see that pad up on the right side of his shoulder, somehow that ball found a way in on the shoulder underneath that pad. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 gone for Kansas City in the 9th inning. This will get the crowd on their feet. Last chance for KC coming up.
We saw go down with the slider, and that was up with a fastball, and Fasano just can't get those hands up. You see him try to get in, but there was no chance on that one.
Larry Sutton now will come in to pinch hit for Rivera. The rookie left-handed bat having a pretty good year. And he will face one of the best here in this situation in Mariano Rivera. The Yankees looking to make it 8-0 against Kansas City in 1998.
The thing that makes Mariano so tough is it just looks like he's playing catch with you. He just out there just flipping the ball, and then the ball comes in there about 95 miles an hour and just explodes.
And with movement on, like you said there, that exploded. It's 2-1 now on Sutton. I think he has one of those, I think he looks like he has one of those natural cuts to his fastball that moves in on the left-hander away from the right-hander.
I think if we could get him sometime on a pregame show and you would see his grip, I bet you he tucks his thumb underneath, and then when he throws it, it comes out with a natural cut.
Well, we may try that one day. It's 3-1 out of Sutton. He grips it the same way as he puts it in the glove all the time. Wow. I think Sutton was looking for a fastball there, and he got around on it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 9th inning, New York in front 5-4. On the ground, and Martinez will make another fine play at first base. The Yankees win it 5-4 over Kansas City. Mariano picking up his 30th save of the year. And the Yankees will run their record here at Yankee Stadium to 42-8. And their overall record 84-29 as they shut out Kansas City so far in 1998. It is a clean sweep here at Yankee Stadium.
Bobby, what can you say? The ball club was down 4-1. They came back with a big 6th inning, and then on 3 walks in the 8th inning, they got the lead and turned it over to the closer. Watch this. Good fastball and a great play. They can pitch and they can field.
Yankees win at 5-4, so stay with us. We'll be back with a wrap-up right after this.
Back by popular demand, the Nissan early model year-end clearance has been extended. Right now, with every new 98 Nissan in America, get an amazing $2,000 customer cash or 0% APR financing. That's on any Nissan, including the rugged and luxurious Pathfinder 4x4. With standard CD player and shift-on-the-fly 4-wheel drive, it's New York's best-selling import SUV. But hurry, for the best selection, visit a Nissan retailer today. This $2,000 or 0% APR offer absolutely ends August 31st.
Integrity is the foundation. Humanity is the stone. Compassion is the mortar. Strength is the steel. These are the values that build this company. These are the values behind the products we offer and the services we provide. For more than 150 years, these are the values that have made New York Life the company you keep.
Look, I say we just go over there. No, let's just play it cool. Will you come on? They're looking at us. Really? Yeah. Huh? Okay, let's go over there. But I get the one with the Michelob Light. How come I always get the ugly one?
There's ordinary beer. Then there's the smooth, refreshing taste of Michelob Light. Beer or Michelob?
Are you two sisters?
Well, that's it from Yankee Stadium. The final score once again, the Yankees defeating the Royals 5-4. Please join us again Thursday at 7:30 as the Yankees open up a 4-game series at home against the Texas Rangers. Now please stay tuned for Family Matters. Well, a big day for Kansas City and Hippolito Pachardo. That was in the early part of the game. They were doing everything just right. And they had the lead 4-1 before Scott Brosius, or 4-0 before Scott Brosius came up with a home run. Playing the field well. Andy Pettit, not his best day. But he leaves and he's off the hook. The Yankees come back in the 6th inning. Even though that was a fine play by Johnny Damon, they score 3. Derek Jeter with his speed. He ends up at 3rd. That was the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Jeter comes on to score on this base hit right here. Well, for everybody here at WPIX, our producer Michael Cooney, our director Marty Reyes, my partner Tommy John, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for being with us. Good night.
He was 80.